Hello, welcome to the Game Over Gurkhaman podcast. This is the second podcast in the history of Game Over Gurkhaman podcasts, which has existed for a lot longer than Game Over Gurkhaman because it used to be called something else. That is irrelevant. We have a rather hefty group of people with us today to talk about all kinds of lovely topics, which we'll get into right after everyone has.
Who are you calling hefty?
I'll call it the sum of our parts would be hefty.
Okay.
So I'm going to let the sum of our pots would be hefty. So I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. Oh, hi, my name's Daniel, by the way. This is my channel, so you should know that. You guys know what to do from here. It's pretty familiar with the format.
So just shut up now, so I can speak. G'day, guys. It's Sean Wardell here. I do a bit of animation work, like everyone else here, apart from a couple others. And thanks for having me tonight.
It's all right, bro.
That'd be me. My turn. That dead air is my cue.
God
actually.
damn it, Psycho.
Yeah. I'm Jordan, also Psycon or Chubbo, and I will be talking about games again, apparently, because that's what we do. But my list is really short, guys.
So it's okay. It's okay.
Like other things.
Oh
boy.
He has short hair.
That's true.
My temper, my patience.
That's true.
Jess, it's your turn. Jess, go.
Yeah,
Jess, it's your turn. Go.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. Hi, everybody. It's Namir.
Ow.
As you guys know, I'm a Let's Player, and I'm also a voice actor. Wee. Mark.
I'm going. Okay, it's my turn. Okay, here we go.
Get out of
Hey,
here.
everybody, this is I'm Mark, also known as 13. I am an animator. Guess I do videos sometimes. I'm a necrophiliac, and
Yeah, I
do
did
some other
that. All
art.
those.
I guess someone had to
Wait,
fill
one
in
of
for
those wasn't
Dylan
right.
since he's not here.
You can edit that out later, right? Okay, good.
I want you
Yeah.
to just randomly censor words that when I'm speaking, just so it seems like I'm fucked up shit.
That'd be great. That'd be an interesting experiment. It'd also be work.
I'm gonna do that one of these times, and I'm not gonna tell whoever I do it to.
Just
But
whatever.
I never do a show. I need to have a show. I want to do a show. Oh, I'm on a show.
We
That's
have
true.
one more person.
Yeah, that's true. This is not only we
Sorry,
got
I'm sorry.
a new fella here.
Not my name.
It's his first time. Well, you can introduce yourself, man. I'm just
I
saying.
forgot my name.
Yo, you forgot your name.
I think I'm Jess. No, I'm not Jess. I'm Zikash. I'm an amateur voice actor.
There you go. This is Zig's first time, not only on the show,
I'm being
but
held here against my will.
that's true. We forced him here at gunpoint because he's like hip and cool and knows what the young kids are into.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's and their Pokemons.
One Directions.
Pokey Beavers.
Dr. Peppers and their Mr. Cokes.
So yes, this is Zig's not only his first time on this particular show, which isn't that hard since this is only the second episode, but also on the channel. He's in none of the videos that have been recorded so far, but he will be in future because he's played a lot of games.
Private videos.
I don't even know what a video game is, you fucking liar.
Jeez, all these accusations.
The host already.
Yeah, we're off to a great start.
It's a game that exists on videotape.
I used to
VHS.
have one of those Star Trek board games and it had a videotape you had to put in to it told you what to do.
Yo, does anybody remember Nightmare? Speaking of that.
I remember seeing ads for Nightmare.
I remember Night
Atmosphere.
Trap.
Wow. Nightmare was
I remember Toby Terrier. That was pretty cool. Doing a video and the dog would do stuff.
I don't even
Nobody.
I don't
Nobody
even know.
remembers that?
No.
Toby Terrier.
But
Serious. Ow, ow, ow.
Must have been an American thing.
must have. America's a strange place. I
don't know
went
if it
there.
was even that.
I went there and I went to Burger King and they only had croissants. It was very strange.
What the?
Yeah,
breakfast, that's why.
yeah, it was very weird. Over here we have muffins. We have muffins
It
in
ain't
the
no
mornings.
Hungry Jacks.
There ain't no Hungry Jacks. If you go to Hungry Jacks in the morning, you get a muffin with your bacon and eggs. Instead, I got a croissant that made 5 layers of paper transparent.
Whoa.
It was insane.
That's the flavor.
That's the flavor leaking out. Oh, jeez. But now we've all introduced ourselves, we can do a little segment which is simply what you're playing because I'm very creative.
Uh-huh.
I'll go last actually. I'll go last since I'm the host, and that's the hostfully thing to do. So keep going. Let's keep the same order. Sean, what are you playing lately?
My plan? Well, I'm not a big video game fanatic. I don't really buy many games, really. I just sort of play the same games I've been playing for years on end. And those sort of games would be like the... actually, these would tie in with my top games, so I don't want to really give much away, so I think I might just leave that for later.
Oh, you cheeky bugger.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you did that.
You bastard.
All about the old school games.
Yeah, don't blame you. Well, Psychon, that's you.
Oh, what? Oh, hey, sorry.
I know you're playing
Maybe
stuff.
better that dead air. Yeah, no, I've been what have I been playing? I just bought this weird game on Steam for like $12. I don't know how you say it. Nidhogg.
Oh, is that sword fighting
Yeah,
game?
little sword
That looks
building game,
rad.
It's pretty intense. I enjoy it. It kind of reminds me of Bushido Blade, but like for the Atari, like way back when. But it's really fun. And actually the controls are handled really well. So
Yeah, it
that
looks really good.
and what else have I been playing? I got Payday 2 from a buddy. He wanted me to play, so I've been farting around on that a little bit. And aside from that, I don't think I've really been playing. Oh, League of Legends. I tried that out. Yeah, that was a
You're
mistake.
hooked.
Yeah, crack cocaine.
Yeah.
And that game. That's all. That's all for me.
Playing the crack
Next
cocaine
up.
game.
All right. I have I've been playing. Well, for those of you who follow my Let's Play channel, which realistically is Mark.
It's me.
I just finished.
Oh, the bitches.
Yeah, I've just finished Suikoden, and now I'm playing through the next game that I'm going to Let's Play.
Which is?
It is a secret.
Oh,
that's a cool
It is an
name.
RPG though. It is an RPG though.
A
It's
JRPG. You gotta be
Yeah.
very specific.
it's a JRPG, and it's a musical, so that'll be really interesting and fun.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a genre that existed until she told me about this game, and I was like, what? What?
Yep. Besides that, it's just been like dicking around on Chrono Trigger and
Sims 2.
Sims 2. Yeah.
Always
That's
with the
pretty much
Sims 2.
So for me, I'm going to soon be playing Prey because
Yes!
Dan wants me to play through Prey as he plays through Prey, and then we can Let's play through Prey
Whoa.
to play it. And
That's
Prey.
right.
Other than that, I just got a Broken Age, which was the
Oh,
Double Fine
yeah.
adventure. Really loving the art style and the creativity and the animation, and just a good throwback to adventure games, which was a favorite genre of mine from back in the day.
Actually, I saw there's an
Big fan of
option in the
scary
video settings to make it pixelate to look like one of the old...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to look at that. I want
Yeah,
to do
just
that
YouTube
now.
it.
Other than that, I'll probably have to get back into BioShock and Walking Dead, and I got to play the Leisure Suit Larry game, which I haven't played after the Kickstarter got out. And
It
I also
reviewed
just
so
picked
well.
up. I also just picked up on retro gaming sites because it was on sale. Caesar 3, which was a ancient Greece city building game that I liked back in the day, and somehow lost the CD I had for it. So I finally got it again. I'm like, oh, I want to play this. So
It's like
nothing
Tropico
too-
for Rome?
Well, Tropico was no, because Tropico. Well, I guess so. Yeah, it's for Greece. It's like SimCity but simplified and for Greece.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a
It's
thing.
decent. Yeah, it is. It is. And now you know. And knowing is most of the battle.
Yeah, it's at least most of it.
It's at least most
Knowing's
of
what
it.
starts the battle.
That's also true. What about you, Zick?
Recently I've been playing some Assassin's Creed 4 and just going around on Steam downloading free games because I've been bored. Like, I recently started playing Neverwinter, which has actually been pretty
game.
fun.
Good game.
And I also bought Defiance a while back, and that's been kind of interesting.
I hear that game never cooperates with you.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Wait, which one's Defiance again?
It's like some
the-
futuristic
Oh.
RPG shooter.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. I've also
having-
been.
Oh, yep. I was thinking of Dishonored, sorry.
I've also been trying to play the new Amnesia, but I get bored. Not scared, just bored.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I'm playing.
Machine for Pigs.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, I guess that leaves me. I'm just about to finish Vanquish for the Game Over Gherkin Man show. It's very good. It's looking like I'll have finished the entire game in about 4 hours, which sounds like it's not worth much, but I would have been mad if I paid full price, but I didn't. That game's really, really cool. I'll be just about finished that, and then I'll be playing through Quake 4 for the second time, but this time I'll be playing through it on the Xbox 360 and not on PC. So that's going to be an interesting experience going back to a launch game to see how they've how well it's aged. My prediction is not well, like all launch games, but we'll see.
Hey, Rogue Leader.
No, it's been like all Xbox 360 launch games. Remember how everything was really shiny when the Xbox 360 came out? Like every game looked like it was covered in glass. Yeah, it was gosh, everywhere. It was weird. But yeah,
all over everything.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Ravensoft made some cool shit over the years. Anyway, that's what everyone's played. So I guess now we'll transition into what I like to call news, because it's news.
I got it.
Hey, that was beautiful.
I was just hitting random things.
That was really dramatic.
Yeah. We've got some epic news here.
I actually shit myself when I heard that music. I was so scared.
But I was playing the brown note. So.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So I've only got 2 news articles here because a lot happened, but only 2 of them were kind of like interesting because we're nerds about certain things, and they're on 2 very different areas of the nerddom. So the first would be we're all familiar with Nintendo, and we're all familiar with that little engine who hasn't proved that he could yet. The Legend of Zelda. We're all familiar with that. Also, the Wii U. We can't call it the little engine that could yet because it's too early in the game still. The Wii U. Yeah. Remember that guy?
They rushed that shit.
The Wii who?
Yeah. That's clever because there's no marketing for it. They've just changed their forecast. In the last financial year, they're expecting to sell 9 million units.
Yep.
Already collectively, in the few months that they've been out, the PS4 and the Xbox One have sold 33 million units. So Nintendo's goals were 33.
I smell Dreamcast.
Well, let's not go crazy yet. But so Nintendo have now decided to rechange their predictions for how many they're going to sell to 2.8 million globally.
Really?
What are
the plans, Nintendo? What have you got up your sleeve?
Well, that's just it, because everyone on the internet's fucking, oh, it's over, it's going to be the Dreamcast, it's going to be Nintendo's last console, but Nintendo's sitting on so much money from the Wii that they could probably have like 4 or 5 or 6 Wii U's and still be okay. And the 3DS is still selling and making them a bunch of money.
Yeah, they'll just start making SNES games again.
Well, they did just release NES Remix. So, you're not far off. They basically got all the original NES assets from a bunch of different games and just ripped them apart and made a bunch of minigames out of them. So they put like Link in Mario Brothers, so you can't jump and you have to try to get to the end of the level without jumping and shit. And it's all crazy.
Somebody already did that though with the NES, where they took all the NES characters. And
this is a little different to that. This is a little different to that because the actual
official now.
It's official.
It's
canon.
It sounds like the exact same thing, Dan. Like the exact.
No, well, you know, like it's kind of like because it's based around the gameplay mechanics. So I guess playing as Mario on the Excite Bike track is a little bit different. You know, like it's full of weird shit like that.
Nintendo's shtick, I think.
Nintendo always do their stuff justice.
Nostalgia.
But so that's not great for them, I guess. I guess like the problem, Nintendo will still keep making great games, and no one needs to worry about that. The issue Pokemon makes money. The issue isn't with Nintendo itself, but of course Nintendo is a public company in Japan, which means that the shareholders might end up trying to grab for more power. Because obviously, if they've got shares in a company that's not doing well, that's
they're gonna want to make it better or get rid of their shares.
Yeah,
they're not going to want to share anything.
No.
There'll be nothing to share. So, how many people here actually have a Wii U? Aside from me.
Me.
No,
Just
I
sick. Alright. So, the two of us.
but I haven't. I did.
No, I bought a Jaguar.
Jaguar.
The car and
I
the
was-
video game system.
You've got a lot of
Video
money.
game system.
Hey man, Alien vs Predator on the Jaguar was alright.
My joke was dated, but I feel like the point was made.
Yeah.
At least in my own crazy mind.
Well, you know, we've already done the CDI thing on the show, so it's good that we had a different shit console come up. It's nice that we can do that.
I wish Nintendo would just stop acting like a bunch of arrogant shits. Really,
Yeah.
though, because that's really
We
what
all
it is.
understand.
It's just they're just like, well, we're just gonna do what we want to do.
Well, like, this was going to be my question to you. Like, no one's ever going to doubt Nintendo makes great games, but would you personally... Because I know, like, Nintendo fans go, like, they fucking go apeshit when someone suggests this. But if Nintendo stopped making consoles and just made their game... Like, if they let Sony buy them and became, like, a second-party developer for Sony or something like that, like, would that upset anyone here if they were just making great games for that one console instead of having to buy a console specifically for their...
I couldn't care less, mate.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like their
it's-
consoles don't offer anything other than like stupid, gimmicky, crappy
Yeah.
things that you
Yeah.
don't want to deal with.
I've always
That make
thought
the
they
other
should make
consoles
a,
screw up.
Yeah, I always thought they should just make a universal console, just have every game ever made and put it on one console, save all the
Like a
fucking...
PC.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. That's official then. Everyone
actually,
says...
wasn't Steam developing an in-house
Steam box.
Oh, the Steam
console?
box, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not a console, it's
that's
kind of like a...
It's kind of in
Yeah,
that
well,
vein.
there you go.
The third parties are
Would a
making
Steam
Steam
be a
box.
sauna?
Yeah, you're right.
Just saying.
I had someone playing his PC over here during this heatwave we've just had, and his laptop, while he was playing games, definitely turned into a Steam box.
Oh no.
Oh, dear. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Leave your hate messages in the comments below.
Don't
So that was a
like,
thing.
Comment, favorite, and subscribe.
Yeah.
No.
So
My Twitter.
everyone's just like, Nintendo, go make
Guys.
games for other people. That's great. I tend to agree. Their
Well,
console does nothing for me. I just want to be able to play their games conveniently, and if I don't have to pay an extra $400 for that privilege, then great.
Yeah. They've said, I believe Miyamoto has said that he doesn't want his original characters or the Nintendo characters on anybody competitor's system, even if it's or even if it's smartphones and iPhones and
Yeah,
Androids and
I
whatnot.
can understand that.
Um,
It's very much like a pride thing.
I mean,
If
see, here's
Nintendo
the
was a
thing.
family business too for hundreds of years.
Yeah. But the other thing is the handheld market has shifted to the
Yeah.
smartphone market.
Yeah.
It's huge.
We've gone a thing where we want everything in one device, and we can play games on the same device that we take videos and pictures and go to the internet, etc., etc. So
Yeah.
carrying around a DS or a PSP or a PS Vita or
PS
whatever
Vita?
Yep.
is not as
Yeah.
desirable as it used to be
Look,
when
I
all you had was a
only-
Game Boy or a Game Gear and
Yeah.
a couple of D batteries.
I only
Yeah.
play my 3DS when I'm in bed. I never take it with me anywhere. It's
Yeah,
literally
I never
just
take
like...
any of my handhelds anywhere.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I played my PSP.
Like, honestly, I think
Yeah.
the last time I took my DS anywhere was to a gaming convention, like, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I
So
knew
the
there
thing
would be people there.
The thing about all this stuff is like with all these next gen consoles, we're slowly reaching the point where these companies are essentially making elaborate. They're just computers with their own operating systems.
Well,
So-
they're not even games consoles
You know-
anymore. They're entertainment centers.
Yeah, and I think what we're really like what we're talking about here really is that a convergence with what like the PC gaming world and just having these companies are just essentially going to start building computers, and I think crossing over is really the next thing is sort of like talking about how the mobile devices are really the new handheld gaming, systems, and I think it's going to be kind of similar. It's like I can hook a mouse and keyboard up to say my PS6, and essentially play any PC game.
Well, one would imagine by that time too, everyone's just going to be streaming stuff off the cloud. So
yeah.
And by the time we have PS9, everybody's going to have that sphere, and everything gets injected into your brain, and it's like playing a video game. Remember that? Yeah.
The Akama Game Sphere.
Oh yeah.
No, there was a PS2 commercial with the PS9 console, and it was PS2, the beginning.
I thought the PS2 was the third place. Remember that campaign?
No.
It had a creepy crying baby. It was very strange.
Oh yeah, that one. That was
cool. I get the other big thing. I think the Nintendo came out of Nintendo this week was because nothing big came out of the other big things. Nobody knows who's developing Titanfall for Xbox 360. That hasn't been announced yet, and that's the one that's going to sell the most copies. That's about the only interesting thing to happen out of the other consoles this week. That's very weird that they haven't said who's making it.
Game or something? Is that like?
Yeah, it's something that people are looking forward to or some shit. People got upset because it's only 6-on-6 matches, and it's like, get over it. Anyway, the other Nintendo thing that happened was that it was revealed through an interview that the Nintendo the guys who were running the eShop and the Nintendo Network never even looked at how the Xbox Live or PSN worked. Now that's telling, and that explains why it took them so long to get something that kind of works.
That's what I'm talking about. They're just so, like, I don't know if they're dumb or arrogant or what, but they're always just like, and it's just been within the past couple console release things.
Its GameCube was amazing.
We don't want to go online. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. And we're going to make these giant controllers with big screens in them.
Yeah.
God, they suck.
I don't even need this.
I think they're too worried about the kiddies. Like, we don't want the kiddies to go online and get abused and become little fucking shits.
Well, the weird thing is, though, Miiverse on the Wii U is amazing. It's an amazing network, and I actually prefer it to PSN or the social side of it.
Boring.
I don't mind it. People are always drawing dicks and putting it up there. It's great.
Oh, I did that once.
Gurkhaman is responsible for literally half those dicks.
Half the dicks.
Yeah,
so
half stacks.
Yeah. So the other big news to come out this week is in a completely different area. It's the Nintendo of the movie world. Disney has decided to put together a committee to decide what is and what isn't Star Wars canon through all of the external universe stuff.
A Disney council, if you will.
Yes.
This council consists of Jafar, Ursula, and many other famous villains from your favorite Disney movies.
Is this Kingdom Hearts now?
Yes. Look, there are so many rumors flying around
like
that Darth Vader is going to be a villain in the next Kingdom Hearts game. I bet you $10.
Shit balls.
You know what though? That wouldn't bother me. It'd be cool as shit to see like Sora having a lightsaber. Yes.
You're gonna have a key saber.
A key.
You're gonna unlock something. You're gonna unlock something, and you're gonna melt the door.
That's amazing.
You're also going to have to do a pod race, and Jar Jar will be your companion.
The other thing is, like, fucking some famous Marvel villain will end up being... It'll be... Moi moi!
The guy's bomb bad.
I always like the idea of a Cool Runnings movie with, like, all Gungans. On the boo, we all got the pod race team. They would have a pod race.
Oh, God.
Somebody
hey,
make
Jar
that
Jar.
happen, please.
Come on. Me so think so.
Cool Gungans.
And you just replace John Candy with Boss Nass, and there you go, you're set.
Yeah. that movie literally writes itself.
Disney, Disney, we know you're listening. Just send us an email, and we'll hook you up. It'll be great. But yeah, so basically, because Disney now own Marvel, all of the comic rights are going from Dark Horse back to Marvel again, like in the old days.
No one cares.
There's a lot of people who care about that. And also, what I'm more pissed about is one of the things they did announce that is no longer canon is the Grand Admiral Thrawn trilogy is no longer canon.
Oh, the Thrawn stuff?
Yeah, the Thrawn stuff is no longer canon because that would interfere with their plans for the new movies.
You know, technically it wasn't. It was considered. I mean, everybody really considered it canon, but I mean,
Heir to the Empire and those they were the official sequels to the movies. That was the official
were they?
continuation. Yeah.
Timothy Zahn wrote those. And I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I thought they were extended, or you know.
No, they were like that was like official. The story continues. That was what everyone when they said they were going to make sequels to the original trilogy. That's what they thought they were going to adapt, and then Disney said, "Nah, bro." And now they said, "No, it's not canon anymore." Sorry, guys. Just kind of sad.
Yeah.
I get like it doesn't matter with the prequel stuff because fucking anything can happen in Knights of the Old Republic and stuff, and it won't affect anything. But it's the post stuff that it interferes with that's interesting. So no one cares. Basically, is what we've learned about it. No one gives a shit.
It's all about
It's
Nintendo.
just
I think
we're waiting until Episode 7 comes out so we can judge if this is going to be a decent trilogy or not. Because really, we don't know.
Our breath.
Yeah, people working on it now are different types of filmmakers than George Lucas and the other Richard Marquand and Irvin Kershner were.
Yeah,
the
but
original trilogy.
only two of those people were genuine filmmakers.
Yes.
Neither of them were George Lucas, if you're wondering.
But you don't know if it's. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who got into the movie business because of Star Wars, and you have to wonder how many fans are now working on these movies independent of George Lucas's direction and ownership.
I think Abrams knows that the fans hate the prequels, and he'll do everything he can to avoid having that happen to his babies.
Yeah, but did you see the second Star Trek movie he did? Did you see it?
Yeah, it felt like he didn't want to make
Did you
it.
see it?
He felt
Yeah,
like
it
he
did.
was just like, I want to be making Star Wars right out now, but I'm contractually obliged to make this thing. And I don't wanna. Anyway.
Muy.
Oh god. Help us. Alright, well. That's news! So next we get into our topic for this particular episode, which is our 10 or less favorite games of last generation. So stick around! By the way, we're back. And we're going to do our countdown now. But before we get into our top 10s, some of us have some honorable mentions that didn't quite make our list of top 10s because they just fell that little bit short. So, does someone want to go before me? I'll go last because I have like 8 honorable mentions.
I only have one, but it
Oh,
really
you go
could fit
first.
on my list because I only had like 6.
Okay.
But I want to give it honor because it was, you know.
What would you like to give honor to,
Go ahead
Jordan?
and say it. We all know what you're
Well,
talking about. Go ahead and
I
say
feel
it.
like Final Fantasy XIV really dug themselves out of a hole. It's not the best MMO ever, but the comeback that
Oh,
they
the
made was
relaunch.
impressive.
It's
You know?
true how they basically remade
And
an
I
entire
played it.
game.
Which one is that? Is that the one with where it's like based in the city or real life thing, or is that the next one after it?
It's the MMO, the more recent MMO.
Oh, that one.
Second, yeah.
And they fucked up the launch the first time, and they basically rebuilt the game from the ground up on the same engine and re-released it
2 years later.
2 years later, and it's supposedly
Wait,
now it's
what?
actually good.
Second
It's only
time's
an
a
online
charm.
game,
Yeah, it's an MMO, just like WoW and stuff
Oh.
like that.
but it has a story as well.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it plays like a little bit more like it's kind of linear, like a Final Fantasy type game, but you get to see other people running around, I guess.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
probably not as
So
linear
it's
as
like-
Final
it's not the
Fantasy
best ever.
13.
It's not my favorite game ever, but it's like definitely, like I said, when I bought it the day it came out. I bought the collector's edition and spent like $80, and
There's subscription fees
there
on
was
top of that
nothing.
too.
Well, actually, the game did so poorly that I don't think I ever paid for a month until they fixed it, which was years later.
Wow.
But you couldn't do anything until it was rough. It was bad.
That
Oh,
sounds
I
like a
games
sweet
have
launch.
Subscriptions.
Yeah, I'm not big on the subscription model either. It's archaic.
not-
We've moved on.
I'd rather play a subscription model than like a pay to win model.
I think there's a difference between pay to win and free to play. I like ones where it's like if they can just make a living. If a company can make a living selling me outfits, Like a lot of Korea, like South Asian MMOs are like that, where the game is free, but people buy enough like accessories and crap for their characters that they can afford to make
that's
everything.
Like what LOL does. That's what like what League does. It's
Yeah.
free to play, but if you want the extra shit, you have to pay for it,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Plants vs Zombie 2 does that, and it does it really well. You don't need to pay anything to finish the game, but there are extra plants there if you want to pay for them. Jess, you had some honorable mentions as well.
Yes, I do actually. I have 4.
Fuck.
Yeah. So the first one is Trauma Center: New Blood on the Wii. It
Never played
really,
it.
It was really, really fun, but like it wasn't like amazing or like I don't know. Anyway, the other games that I have on there are Sims 2, which I still play. Animal Crossing: City Folk, because or Let's Go to the City is the European release title, I think. Because I mean, it was a great game. It added a lot to the Animal Crossing series, but it also took away a lot of shit, which was really irritating. Anyway, and then the last game that I have on my honorables mention list is Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
What?
Well, we'll get
Well,
back into Brawl later. You
yeah.
guys settle the score later.
I wanna have a dishonorable mention.
Yeah, what is
if
it?
you don't mind, and I will say Duke Nukem Forever. That
Oh.
game sucked, but it finally came out.
Yeah,
There you
congratulations, Duke. I would like to give a
Congrats.
dishonorable mention to the Bomberman reboot, Bomberman Zero. You were fucking atrocious and dying of fire. As far as honorable mentions,
Died in an explosion. Come
died in
on.
an explosion. And as far as honorable mentions for me, these are games that I very much enjoyed, but didn't quite make it into my 10. They were the 2 Transformers games, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Very, very good games. Fantastic Transformers games. Just didn't quite cut it. The most recent Tomb Raider game, very close.
good.
It was fantastic. Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. I love Jizz, but just not enough. The original Bioshock.
Is that what you said?
I love Jizz, but not enough. Not enough to
Jizz?
get you in the top 10. Bioshock's another one where it really wowed me, but I never wanted to go back there again afterwards, so that didn't make it. And then there's just DJ Hero and Rock Band. I think we all had fun times with when music games were big.
I prefer real musician.
Yeah, musicians. Fallout 3 didn't quite make it. I put about 300 hours in that game, but I got tired of walking around because it was all brown all the time, and it got kind of depressing after a while. It just wasn't fun to go there. And last of all was Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Why?
Wah, wah.
What? Look, the very first
Yeah.
Modern Warfare game was a fantastic game, and even though everything that's come since has been shit, that first one was a good game with a lot of surprises in it, and I appreciate.
Yeah.
I can appreciate it. So that's my honorable mentions.
It changed up the genre.
It did, and
Kind
it's
of revitalized.
it's just a
Bad
lot of fun.
guns.
Hey, look, it was just a tight shooter. It's just a shame that they fatigued it. I probably would have enjoyed the series more if they made one every 3 years as opposed to every 6 months. I can't keep interested like that.
Listen,
Anyway.
duty calls.
Yeah,
Answer
that's
the call.
that's right. So
Jokes.
let's get into our proper
What about Zik?
countdowns.
You didn't ask Zik. What's his
Zik, do you have
Uh,
honorable mentions?
My honorable
Yeah.
mention.
Sorry.
I only have one, and that's Prototype.
Really?
Because,
game.
oh no,
Good game.
it's not in my.
Because,
It's not
oh,
enough
no.
to be in my top 10, but it's pretty good. Since
You
I've seen
enjoyed it more
for-
than Infamous?
I didn't even think of Infamous actually.
Well, it's too late
Put that
now.
in the honorable mentions too.
Oh, there you go. So basically, the same game made different. It's both made on the honorable mentions. I never played Prototype. I heard it was just the poor man's Infamous, but I
The
can't. I
story
haven't
was
played it.
what made it too.
Yeah, it had a unique kind of thing going on.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
It was alright.
Well, let's just work out quickly. Who has? I have a top 10. Who has the least top 10s in their top 10?
I have a 7.
7.
I have
Alright.
7. I also have
Okay.
7.
We got two
I made
sevens.
10.
Okay.
I have 10.
I have 9.
All right. Well, B comes before C. So Sean, you get to go first.
It does. Woohoo! I'm always first. Good on me. All right.
Victory.
In no particular order, I'm just going to run through this. First up on the list, we have FIFA. I'm a bit of a a soccer/football fanatic, I guess you could say. It's
Of all the Americans, just leave the room for now.
Yeah, all America's is closed.
goddamn football.
Which year did you think was the tightest? Because they change things a little bit every year.
Well, yeah, they sort of change it a bit every now and again, but each one sort of feels the same to me. I can't really tell too much of a difference. I'd say like 11 was like when it started becoming a bit more refined and they started figuring out like, yeah, you know, we're getting on track now, but recently it sort of just hasn't really improved a whole of a lot. They've still got a lot of errors and fuck-ups online and stuff, but it's still one of the games I like playing. I like the strategy, you know, like stringing a few passes together and then smashing it in the net.
I did play FIFA on the Nintendo 64.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's...
I did too.
Well,
That
I
was
remember
fun.
playing a soccer game back on the NES, and all I had to do was when the computer team would get the ball for the first time, I'd just run straight through them, run to the goal, and I'd score every fucking time.
Did they have like a bird's eye view for that? Or
It
what
was semi-isometric. It was I think it was just called soccer. It was on the original Nintendo. I can't even remember.
Sucker.
yeah, that's kind of like
Kickball.
the NHL games, right? Like,
Yeah, Madden.
EA Sports.
Dude, I
It's in
love
the
Wayne
game.
Gretzky's. Wayne Gretzky's
Yeah.
3D hockey.
Oh,
Oh,
who remembers NFL Blitz?
oh,
That
Blades
was
of
the
Steel.
business. We're getting off topic.
I
We're getting off
remember.
topic. Sean, what else you got on there?
What have I started? Okay, what else we got? Portal 1 and 2.
Wait, I was waiting for
great.
someone to say that.
Great games, great, very challenging. I like the challenges. Very good concept, I think. And I think I just preferred the second one. I think just there was a bit more variety in the levels, and they really stepped it up in 2. But
Did you do
Portal
the
1 always
co-op
a
missions?
classic.
You
that's
can-
for sure.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
That's
Oh.
it.
Ah,
Next one we have is, I'm sure you guys have this in your list, maybe, perhaps, Donkey Kong Country Returns.
no, it's not on my list. That should have been on my honorable mentions.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Who did the... Who
Who's Donkey Kong? What? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know
I
that
must
that
admit-
came out. What was that
Well, I
on?
must admit I wasn't expecting much, but I think they did a fairly good job of kind of sticking to the classics in a way. The only thing I didn't like about it was probably the boss fights seemed a bit childish and not really in true Rare style, but on it's their own studio. It's retro
Retro
studios.
Studios.
Put our own spin on it.
Well, I thought you were going to say the shaking to do the ground pound thing was what annoyed you.
Oh yeah, that too, I guess. But
Because
still,
I'd recommend the 3DS version over the Wii version.
never
'Cause
played
it's
the-
I bought it even though I owned it for the Wii. Actually, we traded the Wii one in to get the 3DS one because the button layout's the same as it was on the Super NES.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
yeah.
Do that, but anyway. What else we got? Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
That was on mine too, bro.
Oh, well, I might save it for you guys to dabble into.
No,
that.
you go first. Whoever says it
Alright,
first
I'll-
gets it.
I'll run the show.
We're playing video game Boggle here. That's how it's working.
Yeah.
I only played the first Super Mario Galaxy. I haven't played the second
Really?
one yet.
I don't know if I like the second one more so than the first. It was good. Like, it was, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd say they're both pretty even. Really good concepts with that game. I liked some of the level designs were pretty neat, and it had a nice look to it. I like the overall, like the domey, spherey, really weird, trippy, going around the bottom of the planet sort of gravity shit.
It was very easily one of the best looking games on the Wii. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And the boss fights were pretty entertaining too, even though they were pretty simple. They were pretty cool. Pretty cool. I remember the
King
first boss I
Bowser?
saw was the that giant robot thing you had to climb up to.
Oh yeah, you got to run up its
cool.
legs. Yeah, the
Yeah,
scope of the
yeah.
bosses are great.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, those were both pretty good games. Those ones, Super Mario Galaxy.
Loving it.
Like, I wish I could enjoy Super Mario Galaxy, but I can't. 'cause
Oh,
Motion
motion
sickness.
sick.
really?
Yeah.
I enjoyed them,
I
but I didn't think they were really that difficult, to be honest. Like, I think each Mario game, as they've been coming out, is becoming progressively easier and
The
easier.
bonus content in Galaxy 2 was supposed to be pretty hard.
Really? I found it simple as...
Maybe you're just a fucking ninja, mate.
I'm just a pro gamer. Okay, I'll go to my next list. We have got 3 more games, and the other game I've got coming up is Left 4 Dead 1 and 2.
Woo!
You guys have ever really played those games
No.
before, but they are pretty fucking fun. Once you get the gist of it, especially playing as Infected. Infected is the best thing about this game. Where you get to play as either a smoker, he has a long ass tongue. Tongue. What's a tongue? It's like
You mean a tongue, mate?
a tongue, and you can pretty much pull someone from. Oh god, all these references of pulling people. Oh god. I'm just gonna not even talk about this game anymore.
No, keep going.
It might be
good.
for the better.
It's getting really hot over
A
here.
lot of different ways you can kill survivors, and I just like the whole strategy thing where you got 4 people on one team who are the survivors who have to get from one end of a map to the other and beat the zombie hordes, and you also got to try and beat 4 other computer players, not computers, but they could be humans, and the infected people have to try and stop the humans from getting to the other side. And there's a lot of strategy. You got different classes, and it's just a great game, especially playing with your friends. It's really just a great game to play. Other game I've got is not really a game, I guess you could say, but Team Fortress 2.
That's a game.
It's a
That's a
game, but it's
game.
like not. It doesn't have any like purpose or meaning. It's just one of those let's shoot and kill stuff.
I think fun is plenty of purpose for a game
Yeah.
to exist.
That's true. That's true.
That game
I
has
guess-
more character than a lot of shooters, though.
It's got
Yeah,
more.
that's what I
More.
like about-
There's
the main-
like 5 game shooters in history, maybe with as much personality as
Yeah.
Team Fortress 2 has.
Yeah. Well, I guess in terms of
James
shooting,
Bond. I mean,
pretty-
Goldeneye.
it's got a good style. I love the style. It's got a nice vector, clean, crisp, cartoony style, and a lot of character, personality to the people you choose and the classes. They're all pretty cool, especially the spy. The spy's awesome. There's a few games out there where you can turn invisible and kill people and stuff, but this game really takes the you can't fucking spit your words out, cunt.
Is
It
that where
really
you
sneaks
talk
up
from?
on you.
I love playing the spy because you can be really sneaky and it's satisfying killing people, sneaking up to them, being invisible, and they don't even know you're around. You just stab them in the back, and that is the most satisfying thing you can do in that game.
It's nothing quite like a good backstab.
And the last game we got, last but not least, is Twilight Princess.
Hey, someone put a Zelda in their
What's
list.
wrong with you?
Stuck it in there. Great game. Great Zelda game. Not
Is that the
Jess
wolf
doesn't
one?
know what she's talking about.
Sean, we can't be friends anymore.
you got to play it to know what it's really.
Yeah, oh snap!
Give it a chance.
Ow!
It's the Twilight. It's like
Can I,
Twilight. The
technically though, that game came out on the GameCube before it came out on the Wii.
No, actually, it
so-
came out on the Wii before it came out on the GameCube. They had a 3-month delay to encourage people to buy the Wii to play it.
No.
Yeah.
Came out on the GameCube here first.
Oh,
It didn't
we're
come-
having a-
As far
we're
as I'm
having a
aware.
throwdown.
Well, here
Oh,
in
yeah.
Australia, I can tell you it wasn't available on GameCube until quite a long while after it released on the Wii,
Oh,
I'm just saying.
and only by special order. So Australia's got different rules, honey.
yes.
remember when Link turned into a wolf? That was the coolest.
Yeah.
It's like Animorph, whatever you call them.
Anthropomorphic.
Dwarfs.
Anamorphics.
When he's third.
But you
Animorphs. I'm slow.
Sorry,
I'm
I
lagging.
stand corrected. It came out a week
So
before it did
Go.
here.
It felt like
Everybody
it
was
Nobody
wrong.
had
Yay.
They
Nobody
had it
was
on the
right.
Wii anyway. Not
Nobody
here
in
anyway.
Canada had
I
it, and
only knew
Jess
people
went
who had
around
it on the
to
Wii.
Every single person in Canada and made sure of that, right, Jess?
Yes, yes.
The reason everyone had it on Wii was because it was a launch game, and you were
That's
there at
it.
midnight, and you were like, "I'm getting the Wii to play Twilight Princess a week before it comes out on GameCube in widescreen."
Yep.
With the right-handed link.
Yeah, and that's what
Yeah,
happened.
Yeah, right with-
Yeah, they flipped the whole game.
Yeah, they just flipped it instead of
Yeah.
swapping the model around.
Weird.
Strange.
But yeah, that's my top list.
Thanks, Sean. That was a really nice list.
Yes, yeah.
yeah,
Psychon, I guess
give
you're
that
next.
list an Academy Award
There you go.
for best writing
Oh,
and best sound editing.
sweet.
It's good words. All right, Jordan.
Oh.
Hit us
okay,
up with your gamies.
My list will be. It's shorter. I don't have as much detail.
I thought you had 7.
Yeah.
I have 7, but they're all boring. Well, they're easy. Like everybody's played them. I feel like
That's
Well,
good, because that means everyone's familiar and they'll
So
be more
it's-
likely to like
it'll be-
this
yeah.
conversation.
They're all gonna want to hear what I have to say about.
I know,
these games.
I do.
So one of my favorite games is Skyrim. Was one of my top games.
Obviously.
Oh yeah,
I
that
feel like,
was a small art house game. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Not very many people played it, but I enjoyed it. A lot of people were complaining about the whole, Oblivion different. Like it didn't. Do
I was
the same
gonna
kind of
say
stuff.
I actually had to choose between the two, and I actually picked Oblivion.
I think for mechanics, I would agree in some
No,
regards.
I would disagree for different reasons, but I'll get into that when I get to Oblivion, why I chose it over Skyrim. But
I liked. I just liked the fact that it was like as far as a whole package goes. It didn't immerse you as far as like as deep with like spell creation and all that stuff like Morrowind and things. But as far as like that genre goes, I feel like that it was really good. I enjoyed it. I felt like I felt like the Dragonborn. Killing dragons was good. So
Yeah.
there's that one.
Aren't they an endangered species?
No, they are now.
I was waiting for that.
Dragonheart.
Oh dear.
I am the last.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Cool list.
Bye. Smash Brothers Brawl was on my list because I played the crap out of that game. I'm not good at it, but so when he was like honorable mention, I was
The
like,
only
oh.
reason why it was on my honorable mention was just because I hate the Subspace Emissary, and I didn't like just fighting enough to put it on my like top list.
See, if
I don't know.
if Melee had come
Email
out,
to jess@google.com
no,
and
well,
I challenge you to a match of brawl.
JustGoogle.com.
see, if Melee had come out this console generation, that would have been on my list. But Brawl, the fighting was too floaty for me, and I didn't like it. It all felt wrong. It's too slow and floaty.
I like
and that's
the
why it
physics
wasn't
of
even
it.
on your list.
And that's why I wasn't even on my
Better at
list.
that one than I was at Melee. But
Nah.
anyway, my list I kind of constructed from games that I actually spent time playing. Some of the
Whoa!
games, like there were games like I haven't played a lot of games. I just picked ones that I kind of like. I'll mess on them for a while, but
Yeah.
I never buy games. I just sort of either borrow them
Steal them.
or whatever. Yeah, steal them, download them. Yeah. Okay, so Smash Bros. Was on there. Obviously, just the characters, the fighting. I like that kind of stuff. Fable 3. I picked. I'm getting a phone call, and I have to take it.
Your mate's
Fable
here.
3, though. Fable 3 was my next. I can continue this, but why don't we let someone else pick up their list?
Okay.
okay.
Well, we could just pause
Yes.
I
it.
do have to. I got to step out for a moment.
We could.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I will return.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
You're right, bro.
Let's
Well-
vote him off the island.
Who wants to go next out of just Mark and Zek?
Since I
I'll
have the
go-
least, I'll...
Yeah, oh, yeah. All right.
Okay, go ahead, Jess. Yeah.
All right, so
Ladies
these are
first.
this is in no particular order at all. So the first one that I have here on my list is Red Dead Redemption,
Oh yeah.
which was amazing. Oh my god,
So
it was
great.
so
I
much
just-
fun.
That was one of the few games I loved that I just loved going around the map, just on horseback, and just doing whatever's there. It was so pleasant and so nice.
I loved it.
I still
Yeah.
need to play Red Dead.
You're gonna love it.
Oh, I
The next
know.
one that I have
And
is
you're dead to me.
Yeah. The next one that I have is Little Big Planet. I don't care what
Oh.
anybody says. I spent so much time playing that game.
No, Little Big Planet was
my
great.
God.
It had great
It
music
was
too.
Amazing. Yes, the soundtrack was just I love it. So much fun. Like I remember playing like the demo of it or like the first like few levels of it at a gaming convention way back in the day. So good. After that
You could just feel how much she was nostalgia tripping on that.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Feel it in
Anyway.
my bones.
the next game that I have on here is Metal Gear Solid 4. Which, fun fact, that game actually came out on my 18th birthday.
Oh,
So I was
wow.
like, yeah, happy birthday to me! I get to, watch a movie.
That was when that came out. when that came out, that was actually the reason I got a PS3. Was
Was
when
it?
that game came.
9 hours of cinematics and 40 minutes of gameplay for the whole thing.
Yeah, something like
out.
that.
More or less, yeah.
but I cried, and I felt things, and just, it was beautiful.
Remember when
Oh,
you could shake the controller and then Rose's boobs would jiggle?
Oh, Kojima, you perv.
Fuck. Alright, next I have Okami on the Wii, even though I can't play it anymore, because I get motion sick from playing it, which is really weird. I don't know, it's just the camera, I think, but it's still a wonderful and amazing game. And I want to play the one that came out recently.
The HD re-release.
No, like the handheld one.
Oh,
Chibi.
Okami Den.
Yeah, Okami Den. I want to play
good.
it so bad. Is it?
Yes.
It just looks cute. Except, I can do without Amaterasu's butthole in my face all the time.
But that's the best part.
It's a puppy right?
Okay, the next on my list I have... It's Super Paper Mario, but on my list I wrote Super Papio Mario, so I don't know.
I could not finish that game. I love Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and I love Paper Mario on the 64. I could not get into Super Paper Mario. I just couldn't do it.
Admittedly, I only got halfway through because flipping between 2D and
Motion
3D
sickness?
was starting to get on me, but it was still really, really fun. I actually really liked it. It was different, and that's why I liked it so much, I think. After that, I have Viva Pinata.
That was on my list.
Oh, it is.
I wanted to say something that might upset the people at home, but I think Viva Pinata was the best game that Rare had made. No, I'm going to do it now, because I'm not putting it on my list, because you just counted off. Best game Rare had made since Donkey Kong Country 2. Fact. That's all I'm saying.
Blast Core.
Nah, it's better than Blasco.
No, it's
It's better than Banjo-Kazooie. It's better than everything. Go Tenji Gardens. Anyway, Jess,
Send
continue.
your hate mail to Dan
It's just...
at yahoo.co.uk. Don't forget to favorite, and subscribe for more. Okay. After that, I have L.A. Noire, which is...
I haven't played it.
I played that game up until they had the South Park episode where Stan came out and they was watching people play the game and it was like, oh yeah, you paid $60 just so you can say yes, no, or maybe. And I was like,
I don't care. It was a good
damn it,
game.
he's right.
It was amazing though. The only thing I didn't like about it was the end, but...
The motion,
Game was
I only played
horrible.
through I played through 2/3 of the game, unfortunately I haven't finished it yet, but the motion capture, or I guess the video capture I should say,
Yeah.
was really innovative and was really cool.
Was it enough to keep Bondi Studios afloat, though?
No.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a sad day when they closed.
Still a great game. Okay, now I'm gonna be the person to put this on their list, because... fucking loser. But I put Guitar Hero 3. I don't care what anybody says. That was the best goddamn Guitar Hero. I played the absolute shit out of that game, and I had so much fun doing it. I don't care
Guitar
what
Hero
anybody
3
says.
was good.
It was amazing.
I now hate you, Jess. I hate you with a passion.
Fuck off, Mark. Guitar Hero 3 was rad.
Wait, no, that was a test, because she said she didn't care.
Oh.
And then after I said that I hated her, she was like, no.
It was because
I
you're
don't
my
actually-
friend. I don't want my friends to be. I don't have very
I'm
many of
kidding.
those these days,
Aww.
And
You
my
want to
number
be Jess'
one...
friend. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Favorite.
No, there'll be negative 10 views on this video now, and 3,000 dislikes.
Oh
Okay.
dear. I hope I get that many views.
Negative 10 views. And 3,000 dislikes. Don't ask me how it works. It's fucking YouTube, man. They'll do it. The number one game that I have on here, and I saved this for last because it's amazing, is Journey on the PlayStation 3.
I heard good things. I heard good things.
I hear good things
That
too.
soundtrack
Lovely
and
game.
oh,
Oh, so you played it too, Sean?
What's that?
You played it too?
Yes, I have.
There you
it's
go.
amazing, and it's so you get so connected to the person that you're playing with because you have no idea who they are until the very
Yeah.
very end of the game, and you set you go on this journey together, and it's so heartwarming. And then whenever I play through it at the end, whenever you get to the very last level, Sean knows what I'm
Spoilers!
talking about. Spoilers. When you get to the end, there's you land on a thing of sand, and I always draw hearts in the sand for the people, and they'll do it back, and then we walk to the end together, and it's really cute, and it's really fun, and I cried the first time I played it, because it was just
It made you feel things.
It's amazing. Beautiful game, stunning, visually stunning, and that soundtrack.
There you
Nerd.
go.
Shut the fuck up.
Right,
I love
Zick.
the game music.
Since you're being so vocal, Zick, you can go next. What are your
Oh
what?
no.
What? Okay.
Yeah, he put his foot in it.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm not ready for this. Just
Oh,
say-
you
I
wrote
thought
him
it was
down.
gonna
It's gonna be the.
You're supposed to save the best for last.
No, I go last because it's my show.
Oh.
And
Dan,
I'm the
you were supposed to
best.
say I did. I saved myself for last. Myself being you.
Well,
But you
I
completely
said-
screwed that up.
I've said, and also I'm the best after that, but you were talking over me. But anyway, Zick, give us your list. What are the kids like?
Okay. The kids are really shitty.
It's gonna be all.
So-
It's gonna be all the Call of Duty games. Just
Oh damn! You already found me out. No, first, I put Devil May Cry 4 because I
really.
don't know. Just really, yeah. I played all the other Devil May Cries, but this is next gen. I can't pick 3, can I?
I would have picked. Oh,
Hey,
there's
Zick.
so many other.
But
I wanted to be the one to fill your dark soul with light.
exactly.
Beautiful.
Then-
Welcome back, Psychon. Zick's gone through his
Thank you,
list now,
thank
and
you.
then we'll get back to your list.
Apologies.
What about my list?
Well, let Psychon finish after Zick, and then it'll be you, and then it'll be me, and we'll be like bros.
All right.
All right, so Devil May Cry.
I picked that
Devil May-
because. I
What-
don't know,
what
it was
did
one
you
the
think of
first
the
Xbox
reboot?
Games. Eh,
So everyone says I was bad. I didn't like Devil May Cry for
It wasn't
much.
bad. It just would have been better if it wasn't called Devil May Cry. Like
I have to ask this now. Is Bayonetta on your list?
I never beat Bayonetta.
The fact that you picked Devil May Cry over Bayonetta says loads about you, and I'm sorry.
Well, if
but
you
continue.
never-
I wish I knew what those worlds were. It's not the worlds. I have no clue what those games are.
It's okay.
I feel old.
It's because you are. You're the oldest guy here.
Oh, it's not funny.
That's,
Alright.
that's true, though. Yeah, keep going, Zick.
And then after that, I put Metal Gear Rising because it's actually, even though it's not really good with the story, it's really, really fun. One of the best hack and slashes I've ever actually played.
I've been wanting to play that. Platinum Games make quality action games.
And the
Yeah, it was,
soundtrack, the soundtrack just
Yeah.
makes it.
And it does have enough like callbacks to like the they try to make it feel like the original series with the massive cutscenes and all the talking over the whatever radio it is, and but ultimately, yeah, it was just some turn your brain off fun.
That's what Platinum does
Yeah.
best.
Turn your brain off.
And then
Continue.
after that, I have The Darkness
Ooh!
because it was
Interesting.
I believe in a thing called love. I love that game.
such a good game. I don't know. I really like the story, and like for some reason, I really like the voice of The Darkness itself.
Oh, that's, fucking, what's his name from Faith No More? The singer from Faith No More does the voice.
Quentin Tarantino.
No.
You
Good graphic novel, too.
it all, but you can't have it. Anyway,
Guys, I think with Game Over Gurkman, we should do a music episode of some kind.
Yeah, we'll do an episode
But it
dedicated
could
to
be
game
video
soundtracks.
game music.
Yeah, well, it's got to be, because that's what this show's all about. Anyway, Zick, that was a good choice.
Wait, we're talking about video game shit.
Well, The Darkness, yeah, I guess you could have been talking about the graphic novels it's based on. Did you play the sequel?
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll be covering The Darkness on this show in the future, so stay tuned.
Make sure not to watch. I mean,
Oh.
Don't
Oh.
not come back.
Yeah, sounds like someone does want to be invited back on this show.
ow, jeez. After that, I put Halo 3 because I'm a teenager asshole who likes to yell at children.
I played
Yeah,
Halo
that's,
3 a lot.
I really liked the multiplayer before everyone left. And then it was shit.
It was honestly, Bungie does do good multiplayer. Their single player has a lot of backtracking. Their art looks the same all the time, but damn it, they know how to make a multiplayer game.
That fucking big map that had the Banshee at one side and They brought it back for Halo 4 too. Halo 3 had some great maps.
It did, yeah.
It does. And after that, I put Telltale's Walking Dead because that fucking story was amazing. One of the only games that ever make me cry, actually.
Oh, I'm actually on the. I gotta finish that up. I gotta. I'm on the 4th chapter of the first set of 5 games. So
yeah, I'm on the 4th chapter 2 on my iPad.
Ooh. We're behind.
Yeah.
And then after that, I put Assassin's Creed 2 because this is. I find Assassin's Creed 2 is the game before Assassin's Creed series just went to shit.
What? Assassin's Creed 1 was awful.
It starts at Assassin's Creed 2, Dan. You don't understand. You'll never understand.
Assassin's Creed 1 stopped me from ever playing another Assassin's Creed game. I was just like, this is the worst thing I've ever played.
They fixed everything in 2, and 2 was just fantastic. Brotherhood was also pretty good, actually. I like
Brotherhood, it failed. I couldn't play Revelations because of how bad it was.
Revelations I just got through, and I played 3, and 3 was just like, that's it? That happened? What?
But you can't release a game every year and keep the momentum
up. In 3, at least it had the pirate ship, or the ship fights and stuff, which they carried over into Black Flag, which was fantastic. But everything else
was my favorite part of Black Flag so far.
Yeah, that's like the only good part in number 3, so glad they make a whole game out of it. But yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, they were fantastic, and they were on my list.
And then number 4 is Bastion.
Hey.
Because that is one of the best indie games out there.
It's a very good game.
Amazing story, amazing narrating, amazing gameplay.
Under the sea.
And then Spec Ops
I was
The
thinking
Line
it. I really was. I was gonna do it, but I was like, I yell too much in this show. I better shut my mouth, man.
Oh, jeez.
I just got really bad memories of like the Kingdom Hearts.
No.
Atlantis
I just
levels.
got through that.
I know. Anyway.
Gameplay is always better on somebody else's show. You think about watching elsewhere, but that is a fucking no. There you go. That's all I got.
Oh, dear.
Okay, and then I put Spec Ops The Line because that game really makes you think, actually.
I've got that game here and I can't wait to play it for my show. Very excited to play it.
Should. And then number 2 is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Especially just Kingdom Hearts 1. Except for the Atlantis levels, we don't talk about those.
We don't talk about that.
I do have to say that, so it's Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. They actually have like a semi-normal name for a Kingdom Hearts game final.
Yeah, that's only 2 words.
Isn't it Kingdom Hearts 1.5?
1.5 Final Mix, yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch, we were so close.
You were close.
Mind.
It's not quite as strange as Kingdom Hearts Final Day over Tuesday 3 weeks ago.
365 days over 2.
No.
They stopped having coherent names after the first one.
Yeah. And then because you got like Chain of Memories, and then you got Recom, and then Dream Drop Distance.
What the fuck does any of this mean?
Birth by Sleep.
Yeah,
That's what I
Birth
think.
by Sleep. Like what? This
But
is
they're
like.
amazing games. Just because they have fucked up flipper baby names doesn't mean that they're not bad.
I think they just have like one of those bingo things that you just like rotate, and then they just get balls with different words on them, and they just. Yep. All right. That's what I'm calling it.
Same Kingdom Hearts games.
It's just
All
dice
you
with
hear in the
words.
office is just. All right, what do we got?
And last but not least, I put Okami because that's the best game I've ever played. Amazing art, soundtrack, gameplay, story, everything. Don't talk to me if you hate it.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's something I forgot to say. That the art. Oh,
Yeah, it's a very pretty game.
It's 12.
Yeah, I heard that like all the graphics in the game had the IGN logo in the bottom corner.
No, just the box cover.
It was a bad joke, Dan.
That was really bad. I didn't even realize it was a joke.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being naive.
It's called acting.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I quit.
Hey, I didn't tell any bad jokes. It wasn't me this time. Okay.
Speaking of you, Psychon, why don't you finish your list? Well, what can you run us through your list again? Because I forgot what you said. Just very quickly.
To recap, before I was had detained, Skyrim was one of them.
Yes.
Which, for obvious reasons, I feel that game speaks for itself. Fuss Roda and all that. Smash Brothers Brawl was on there, and then Fable 3. I didn't really get into why. I think it's like, oh, it's kind of like Skyrim. No, this is The Sims. So I really like both those games. So it's like, hey, we're fighting. It's an adventure game. No, Fable, you're not really doing any real fighting. You just push buttons, and you get to pick out cool clothes. And I really like that about.
I like the dressing part of the Fable games.
So do I. That's my favorite part. Actually, well, the houses too.
Fantastic genre of games.
That's my favorite part of like the Elder Scrolls games too. Is just like getting new clothes and being like, "Oh, what all this is." Whereas in real life, I wear the same stuff every day.
It's Barbie dolls for men.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
this
for
chain.
you, I play with the real thing.
This chainmail makes my ass
one.
look great.
Then I put Minecraft because I played that for a bunch of time.
Yeah.
But I never did any. I never did anything. Like all I did was build a log cabin, and like I was just too afraid to go out into the world because of green things. Just like life. How like life? Fuck.
Yeah, you just
that.
punch trees and build cabins, and that's my life. That's what I do.
It's pretty much that's what I do.
Yeah.
So that one was good. I liked the new Super Mario Brothers, the redone one on the Wii, where it was like side scrolly.
New Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Yeah. I liked that one a lot. I got cheated on and dumped when I had that game, and it got stolen from me from that heartless bitch.
Oh,
so
that's harsh.
that was the only thing she got from me that really mattered.
Well,
That and an STD.
I was gonna say that needs.
Okay, so then I had the last two were MMOs. Star Wars Old Republic, which only because it was Star Wars. The game really wasn't anything impressive. Really, as far as Star Wars goes, it really wasn't that impressive. So. But I like MMOs. Then World of Warcraft, I played a bunch, so I put that one down. Aside from that, I've been playing League of Legends, so I suppose that could go on my list.
Yeah.
I have been playing it. Shut up. Sorry, my peanut gallery. Other than that, yeah, that's my list of games. I've heard of some of the games you guys have played.
That's awesome. That's good that you've heard of games.
What do I do with my free time? What have I been doing for 7 years? Is the question.
You make songs about glory holes, Jordan. That's what you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a good one.
Speaking of video games, speaking of glory holes, Mark,
Glory holes. Glory holes. Oh wait, okay.
Would you like to tell us about your list?
I was surprised that the only two games I had that were mentioned were the Assassin's Creed 2 and then Minecraft was on. First, I'm going to start off with Metal Gear Solid 3, which is technically the generation before, but they did re-release it
You
HD,
cheeky fucker.
so I'm going to count that. Just because Metal Gear Solid 3, probably one of my most favorite games of all time. I love the detail put into the game. I mean, like with gameplay and writing, and not just like graphics and crap like that. Just they thought of everything, which was fantastic. Best thing about the game I think we ever did was me and my roommates were playing, and we accidentally find at like midnight. We're staying up late, and midnight 1 a.m. We accidentally find the hidden Easter egg where you restart the game, and you start up playing as this guy with giant hooks for hands as pig cops come and try and kill you, and you have to slice them to death before they get you. It just starts up, no explanation. And after about 5 minutes, it fades to black, and then Snake wakes up because he's been dreaming about Dracula. And it's not in any of the re-release versions, but that was just so great. But yeah, that's just a little bit of nostalgia for this one. So let me go down the list as I wrote it. I'm surprised nobody said this yet. Portal 1 and 2.
No, Sean said that.
Yeah, Sean said
Oh, you did. I missed it then. I
Thanks
should
for
listen.
listening.
Okay.
Have your cake and eat it too. I made that joke.
Yeah, we were the. Yeah, Jesus, Mark, where were you?
Probably.
La La Land.
Yeah, America.
Yeah, well played.
Okay, good. Portal 1 and 2. Great games. The game that made me want to get the system, and I played several times with Dan, from half a world away. Gears of War.
I wrote Gears of War Trilogy.
Yes, I wanna say like Gears of War 1 was I love that game all the way through. 2 and 3 I don't remember as much because especially 3 was just like all over the place. It had some good moments, but
2 had a
and still
giant
good
worm.
game. Yeah, 2 had the giant worm.
And the
there
hail.
are memorable parts about
Yeah.
everything. Something creative. The giant worm was fun. The City of Ash.
yeah.
Char, that's what it was, and a lot of other neat
The,
things.
the
So
first
Gears of
one
War-
does have some, like, the first moment you see the krill, that
Yeah,
still sticks
no.
out in my mind. The fucking
Yeah,
molten...
That's much better than like Razor Hail in the second one. which is
Yeah,
essentially the same thing.
when you go to that factory and all of a sudden it turns into a survival horror game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so many moments in that game that I just stand
It
out.
has a lot of atmosphere.
brilliantly in my head.
I'll go down to you mentioned this in the mentions, but Fallout 3. I played through
Yeah.
that like 4 times, just to play through it. Explored everything. I wanted to just see it all. Probably, I like it better because I've been to Washington D.C. and
It was pretty faithful.
it was decently faithful, at least in the the mall area. But yeah, I was comparing like maps when I was playing the game to the real thing, and I'm like, this is actually pretty close. 1 second.
Plus, Washington in Fallout 3 was overrun by hideous
Sorry about that.
monsters trying to fuck you over, and
Fucking
that's
fire
just
ants.
like real life.
Yeah, it's
Fire
just like real
ants
life.
everywhere.
Politicians.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got next. Let's see. Okay, we'll go back to Dead Rising. I put down both Dead Rising 1 and 2, but I think Dead Rising 1 was probably one of my favorites.
That was a great launch game.
It was fantastic. It brought back the love of Pokemon Snap, just being able to take pictures of things. Not enough games do the photography element, and I wish there were more. The game itself was a lot of fun. It was cheesy, but I think the best weapon in that game was a shower nozzle, where you would stick it into a zombie's head, wait 5 seconds, and then blood would come out.
Yeah.
And just gush out,
Yeah.
and then the
That's
zombie
great.
would fall over.
I like the
First time you
katana,
use that,
too.
You're like, what did that do? And that's what it's. Oh, that was fantastic. Next, I want to bring up the Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah, I was on mine too.
Particularly number 2.
Yeah.
I played through this just as number 3 came out, so I played them all in a row. So I didn't have to wait 2 years before I'd be disappointed by 3. And I wasn't even that disappointed by 3, honestly. I thought
Yeah,
it
I was
like,
happy with the
overhyped
ending.
Yeah, I thought they changed the ending, and I was like, well, now a giant ship comes down when you're supposed to be running for your life, and is there for like 6 minutes. And it
Yeah.
completely screwed up like the pacing of the ending, which I thought was done really well. But yeah, whatever. Still, number 2 I think was done in such a way that very, very creative to be able to get it to,
Great DLC
depending on
too.
how you play the game.
Lyra the
Oh,
Shadow
DLC,
Broker.
yeah, the DLC was great. Yeah, the Shadow Broker. I think it really captured what they were trying to do at the end of the first game, which was go towards something that's giant in the background.
Yeah.
Because I remember not even realizing that in the first game because the graphics and it were just kind of clunky and everything. And then the Shadow Broker one, when you're on the outside of the ship going towards the big shield in the front, it's like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And let's see, I got 2 more. I'm going to say Bioshock 2. Now, I had not played Bioshock 1. I've only played a little bit since Bioshock 2, but
You played the one
Bioshock
everyone
2, I
hates.
think Bioshock 2, I think the art direction and story and just a lot of things they did right in that game. There was a disconnect between the gameplay and the story, but there was a lot of other things there to just pull
So you
in.
preferred it to Bioshock Infinite?
I'm sorry, I meant Bioshock Infinite. That's what I meant. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank God.
Yes, not Bioshock 2. I forgot. Yeah, Bioshock 2 isn't real. Bioshock Infinite is what I meant. Take all that. Dan, you edit that out. Overdone.
I'm
my
leaving it
voice.
in.
Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bioshock Infinite had a lot of creativity. I haven't played Bioshock 2 yet. I played a little bit of Bioshock 1. But yeah, that's that. And then the last game, which nobody said yet, and is unfortunate. And I should say before I get into this that I don't have a Wii or Wii U, so I don't have like any Nintendo games on this list, unfortunately. But number 1 is probably The Last of Us.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say that, but I guess
Yeah,
not
I was
enough people
just-
played it.
This is-
I wanted to, but I just didn't get to.
You are missing out,
I'm
man.
going to get to it after I play
You
through
are
all the
all
Uncharted
missing out.
games.
You were all
Pretty
dead to me.
nar-nar.
They do take place in Narnia.
No, I said nar-nar. That's what the hip kids say on the slopes.
Is that true, Zik? Is that what they say?
Yeah, is that true?
I don't know. That's what my
Sometimes only if it's 2 a.m.
Okay. Now we know.
my fiance was in
Um,
Colorado and she's out there on the slopes, and I guess that's what these guys say. That's nar-nar. Powder's nar-nar, man.
Yep.
Sorry, I digressed.
She's reliving snowboard kids right now.
Well, let's not get
But
off
yeah,
topic onto
that
snowboard
was my
kids.
last game.
There you go. It's a good way to
Last
close
of Us
out.
was fantastic all around.
Yeah, I feel like that one should have been more of a conversational piece because I heard really good things, but
It's hard to have a conversation when no one
Nobody
else
else
has played it. It is, I will say, I am going to play it, and it will be on the Game Over Gurkhaman channel at some point in the future.
Hurry up and get to that and Blast Corps. So, who's left? Dan?
Just
Your
me!
story excuses for games.
Alright, my sorry excuses. So, alright, so the Mass Effect Trilogy's
Night
already been
Trap.
covered. Viva Pinata's been covered. Tomorrow Galaxy's been covered, and the Gears of War Trilogy's been covered. So, I will start with, I had to pick between Oblivion and Skyrim. And I had a very hard time picking between one or the other. I didn't want to have them both on the list because that's dumb. And in the end, I went with Oblivion because I put over 600 hours into that game. And it was something that I just had the one save that I started with. And after, over years, like when I was waiting for a new game to come back, I just go back and play that save on that and just keep adding to it until something else came out. Skyrim, I never went back to in the same way. Like, when I go back to Skyrim, I always want to start a new game. Whereas Oblivion, that save just... it was the very first Xbox 360 game I got too, so Oblivion holds a very special place in my heart. The Skyrim, though, is a better game on every level. I would just like to point out.
I feel
Being
very
a
strongly
fanboy.
about that as well.
It's about what's your favorite, not what's better. That's the key point. After that would be Far Cry 3. I've absolutely fucking loved the ever-loving shit out of that game, and that was my favorite game of 2012, and I cannot give it enough praise. It's brilliant. If you haven't played it yet, then shame on you. I still need to play Blood Dragon, which looks brilliant too, and I can't wait to play Blood Dragon.
Dragon of Blood.
Dragon of Blood. After that, I have Endless Ocean 1 and 2, the game I played when I didn't want to play a game. I like just scuba diving and swimming with dolphins and taking photos of fish, because that's the kind of guy I am. So, yeah, I appreciated Endless Ocean. Much like Viva Pinata, it was the game I played when I didn't want to play a game. I tend my flowers in Viva Pinata, and I go swimming with the fishes and feed the fish in Endless Ocean, and that was a good time. Speaking of 1 and 2, that also leads me to Borderlands, which I'm surprised no one said, but maybe not everyone's played it.
I've not played it, yeah.
I'm
I
big
didn't
on
put that the
Borderlands
list,
too,
but I
but
should have.
I played it, yeah.
I didn't really get all the way through it. I got kind of bored.
It's if you play it on your own, it
Borderlands 1 is
sucks.
better.
I felt like I like Borderlands 1's world better, although the writing's not as tight, but I like the gunplay better in Borderlands 2.
Combine those two for Borderlands.
Yeah, combine those. I'm noticing a trend here, because the next one is also a first-person shooter, and that's Prey.
Call of Duty? Call
No,
of
it's
Duty?
Prey, which was another launch game. Doom 3 engine still looks really great today, even. If you haven't played Prey, it's the game the 3D Realms did before they did Duke Nukem Forever, and it's a gajillion times better on every level. It took almost as long to make, which is crazy. I watched a trailer from 1998 the other day, and I was just like, wow. And then the final game on my list here was Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Wii. So that was the Wii ports of Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2 that were upgraded to widescreen and had new lighting added. And Metroid Prime Corruption, which was a Wii game, which makes that a legit choice. If you haven't played the Metroid Prime games, they're some of the best games ever made, bar none. So go play them.
I have not played them. I
You
remember
should.
back in the day playing the original Metroid Prime in the store when they still showcased games in stores and Best Buys.
Those were
I
good
still do
times.
And I could not get used to the controls or something in the tutorial level for some freaking reason. Maybe it's because they only had like a couple minutes to play, but I was just like, this isn't working.
It plays like it's a first-person shooter that plays like Zelda using a lock-on mechanic. Although that's changed in the Wii, it's all pointer-based, so the shooting's actually a lot better. Metroid Prime Trilogy, I think, would probably maybe not my favorite out of all of those, but definitely the best game, I think, in terms of overall everything out of all those. Yeah, that's my list.
Let's go play Last of Us.
Yeah, let's go play Last of Us. And I guess that actually kind of brings the show to an end.
Oh, let's have a vote here, folks.
Oh,
Alright, what do we...
Comments below who has the best list.
Yeah, or if you agree or disagree with anything we've said, let us know in the comments below, because I don't have a fucking comments on anything. We don't know if you like things or not, and how we're supposed to improve if you don't tell us what you like and don't like.
Or let us know your top 10.
Yeah, or you tell us your top 10. We'd love to hear.
Yes.
I respond to everything because I'm a good man.
You also only get like 6 people talking, so
It's true.
Half of which are us.
That's correct. So, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Zick, for joining us for your first time. I'm hoping we weren't too rough on you.
I cried.
I know,
through the
I
whole
was.
thing. I was crying. I'm still crying, actually.
That's what we like to hear. It's all about the tears here on Game Over Gurkha, man.
We love to hear that we
Crying
make people
with my
cry.
dick.
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
Oh,
So,
yes,
Yeah,
you
they
and your
were
dick.
tears of joy.
So once again, thank you everybody for joining us, and we hope you've enjoyed these ramblings. I apologise for the sniffles. I currently have a cold, which is weird because we just come out of a heat wave here, and I don't quite understand how that happened. But join us next time, in whenever that is, when stuff happens and things that are great, and you'll love it. Thanks. Bye. Say bye, everybody. Yeah, there you go.
Bye.
Yeah, that's right. Bye.